We'll now move on to the care plans, and the care plan looks very different and the language has changed. So previously we had care planning and the different sections were observations, goals and interventions. It is now my care plan, and the sections are my needs, my support, my needs, my goals and my support. All information that is in the care plan comes from the completed assessment forms. That's why it's vital that only the most recent version of each assessment should be active before creating a care plan, and all previous versions must be archived. There is a signature box on care plans which has been enabled so that staff can take that to the resident or their person responsible so that they can sign those care plans during case conferencing. If needs change, it is safer to access the assessment form from the care plan, and that ensures that the most current assessment form is the one that's being edited. There is a function in care planning where you can reset your care plan information. Please ensure that your staff do not use that option, as it will wipe all the information in the care plan. The only time that really would be relevant would be at end of life. And staff should not be using the reset button unless they have had consultation with the deputy or the service manager. When you are creating a new care plan for a resident, you now go into the care plan builder. As I said, the language now is much more person-centered, and it gives ownership of the care plan to the resident. It does look different, but it is a lot more streamlined and much easier to navigate to the different sections in the care plan. As I said, information will be mapped to the care plan from the completed assessment tools. When you hover over the red folder, it will tell you which assessment tool that information came from. If you needed to add any additional information that wasn't in the assessment form, then you can add new information under my needs, my goals, or my support. When you click on Add New, a box will come up. And you can write the new information in there. There's a tick box if you want to display that information in the summary care plan. In your care plan, if there is a tick next to a support information, if there is a tick, then it means it has been mapped to the summary care plan. So, as I said before, all the information in the care plan comes from the assessment forms. If you need to add new information, the only way to do that is to hit Add New. If you need to remove information, then you can click on the Remove button. When information is added to the care plan from the assessment form, the red folder will appear. And when you hover over that red folder, it will tell you who updated the information on what date and what assessment tool that information came from. If you needed to update the assessment tool, then you just need to click on the link that's written in blue and it will take you straight to that assessment form. If the information was added directly to the care plan, then a blue person icon will appear in the box with that information. When you hover over that blue person icon, it will tell you who added the information and on what date they did that. You can move the information up or down in its current location. So you click on the hamburger lines, I think they call them. I call them radio icons, hamburger lines. If you click and hold on those lines, you can drag that information onto a different line, so you can reorder the information. You can't move the information from my support over to my needs or my needs into my goals. You can only move the information up and down in the column that it is sitting. You can now link the support to the goal. So you can drag a support over the goal and a chain link will appear to let you know that that support is related to a particular goal. And you can link more than one support to a particular goal. If you want to unlink those two pieces of information, then you just need to click on the chain and it will disappear. As you're going through developing your new care plan, once you're happy with the information that's in a particular domain, you can mark it as done. It can just help you to navigate your way through the care plan so you know that where you're up to with that care plan. If you're going to print a care plan out, then you need to expand all the domains. If you don't, then it won't print the full care plan out. When you're happy with the entire care plan, you can hit complete. If you haven't finished, you want to come back, add some more information, then save it as an unfinished care plan. When you're happy with it, hit complete and your care plan will come up as completed, and the green ribbon will appear at the bottom of the page to let you know that you've successfully completed that care plan. To evaluate a care plan, if there's an unfinished care plan, you can't evaluate the current care plan. You can evaluate the entire care plan, or you can evaluate a domain in the care plan, or you can evaluate individual goals or supports. You can now evaluate a care plan from either the resident tab or the documentation tab. Previously, if you wanted to evaluate a care plan, you had to go into the documentation tab, but you can do that from the resident tab now. If you are evaluating the entire care plan, you need to choose an option from the drop-down box. You need to add a note to explain why you chose that option, and you have to add a new review date. If you are evaluating a domain in the care plan, once again, you have to choose an option from the drop-down box of whether it's effective, undergoing evaluation, or whether it's ineffective. You must add a note to explain why you've chosen that option. But if you are evaluating a single domain in the care plan, then you do not have to add a new review date for that care plan. When evaluation notes are added, they will automatically be fed through to the progress notes with the same detail as was entered into the care plan. The date of the last evaluation will be visible on the title ribbon in the care plan. And in evaluation mode, new needs, goals or supports can be added, or existing needs and goals or supports can be struck through from that care plan. And just to update, just to reiterate, the editing or updating of your care plan, you need to go to the information in the care plan itself that needs to be updated. Hover over the red folder, which will reveal the assessment form that's linked to that information. Click on the assessment form and click on the title for the assessment form, and the assessment form will open up on the page. Scroll to the bottom of the assessment form and click Edit. Add the new information that you want. But just remember that the new information that you have put in that assessment tool will not go through to the current care plan until a new care plan has been created. You can now select to print with or without a signature box for your care plan. So when you hit Print View, a box will come up, print with signature box or print without a signature box. Staff must print them with a signature box, as all care plans must be signed by the resident or their person responsible. Care plans are printed out with the signature box and then taken to the case conference so that the resident and or their person responsible can review the information that's contained in there and sign off to say that they're happy with that. As you can see, the signature box will sit up the top of the care plan at the bottom of the resident details.